and welcome back to the Xfinity Sports Report. I'm your host, Lisa Bossman, and I am joined right now with the coach of Cottonwood Baseball, as well as one of their seniors, Caleb Manuel. So these are last year's 5A baseball champs. Just wanted to start talking about the season as we get into baseball. I know your schedule doesn't start till next week, but you're looking like a good team again this year. So I want to start with talking a little bit about last year. Looking at your schedule, you had wins and losses just like every other team until you hit the playoff tournament and then just took off. Like, tell me about your team. Tell me what happened last year.
We had a lot of ups and downs. Throughout the season, we had a lot of injuries. Throughout that, we learned a lot about ourselves. I feel like it really helped us the last couple of weeks of the season. You know, I think the deciding factor is when we came from behind to beat Jordan. Game 3, we needed to win that series. We came from behind to win that game, and then we never lost another game after that. So I felt like at that moment, our team had finally found themselves, and we just rolled from that point on. They competed, and they came together. Our team got healthy at the right time. We played good baseball at the right time. It was a lot of fun.
Absolutely. And Caleb, looking into your guys' playoff games, I mean, you won, but looking at the scores, I mean, between the first 4 games, I mean, there was only 10 points or 10 runs scored by you guys. What was going on? Were you guys just holding the other team, or were you just not getting a lot of runs? What was going on?
I feel like it's a big compliment to our pitching staff. They killed it the whole playoffs, especially most of our older guys. But to our team too, like, we were down most of those games, so having to fight through the 7 innings, actually have to come back and win each one was probably the most difficult thing, but also the most benefiting for us to actually learn how to do that. So
yeah, and you had a really hard lineup in playoffs last year. I mean, some of the biggest teams, Pleasant Grove, American Fork, Fremont. How do you prepare for teams like that?
Our region was pretty tough, so I feel like we had to prepare all season for tough teams, but then once we got to the playoffs, we were at a point where we were just rolling as a team and just kind of playing well together. So I feel like it was just another, get ready and go for a game, but we weren't too worried about who we were playing, just made sure to get ready for a game.
And made it all the way to championships. Coach, you're playing Lone Peak in championships, obviously has an awesome pitcher, right? The very first game that you played at the beginning of last season was Lone Peak, and you lost 0-5 or something like that. But how did you prepare? I mean, did that help to play them earlier in the season?
Well, we got inexperienced at that point. We had a different approach. We're really usually aggressive offensively, and I had told our team opening day I didn't think Seth was going to throw a lot of strikes. And I felt like I'll take a little ownership in that loss and getting shut out because I took away one of our strengths from our team and telling them to take till they got a strike. But in the championship, we had a good scouting report. We knew what he was going to do in certain counts. And to set a tone, Hunter Blunt got a base hit to right. They threw a pitch away, and we scored a run that first inning, got on the board. I think that gave us some breathing room. But our team did a really good job being aggressive and looking for pitches that they could hit. And Rosenkrantz did a good job on the mound, putting up zeros, and it was a lot of fun. Yeah,
they showed up to the right game, that's for sure. I mean, like I was saying, you had only 10 points in the first 4 games, and then in that final game you had 11 points against Lone Peak. So
put a lot of pressure on them. They made some mistakes, and our team came ready to go there. It was a lot of fun and really enjoyable to watch them go about their work.
Okay. And Caleb, just remembering back one last time to last season, tell me about the celebration. Like, tell me, when in that game did you know that you guys had won?
I mean, we wanted to stay aggressive throughout the game, but I mean, third or fourth inning, third inning we scored, I think, 6 runs. So third or fourth inning was when we knew we only needed one more for the 10-run rule. So we were just waiting for that one. But yeah.
So once the game's called, tell me what happens on that field.
I feel like it's definitely one of, if not the most greatest experience of my life. But I mean, the ball went up to left field, and I kind of looked over to, I don't know who was playing second, but we just kind of looked at each other and we didn't believe it. But then we all ran to the middle, and then I was on the bottom of the dog pile, so it kind of hurt, but it was fun.
Good thing that you got your injury after the championship game, right? No. So Coach, now looking forward to this year, who'd you lose as far as talent goes, and who did you gain this year?
We graduated 10 seniors. 9 of them went on to play college baseball, so it's a new team. We're young. We're a little inexperienced, but at the same time, we're really talented. Our players have done a really good job this offseason. I was thinking about this morning, done a really good job competing every day at practice, doing the things we're supposed to do. I'm really excited about the opportunity that they have. I think they have a lot to prove, not only to themselves, but to everybody else. So I'm excited for them.
Yeah, I mean, Cottonwood's the team to be watching now this year, and which might be a good thing. So we talked earlier before we started rolling the cameras. You guys stayed in 5A this year, even though there was a big classification change. Pretty much all the teams you played last year in playoffs are a 6A team. So is that a good thing for you guys this year?
We respect everybody. You know, we're never going to look past anything. First of all, we have to respect Timpanogos. They're back-to-back 4A state champs. We play them in the preseason, so we're excited about that game. Jordan comes down with us. I think Jordan's really good. So, you know, obviously there's a lot more teams than those two, but those are the two that we're really excited to play, see where we're at. But I feel like we're one of those top teams, so we'll see what happens come May 25th-ish.
Yeah. And Caleb, he just mentioned a couple teams that you guys will be seeing. Are there any other teams that you're looking forward to playing?
I think we're really excited to play both Timpanogos and Dixie. We're both state champs, so those will be fun games. And then our trip to Vegas in the start of April, I think. We'll play good competition down there too. So.
And last question for you. What do you believe your team needs to do this year in order for a repeat?
Our whole team always talks about buy-in. So the more kids who buy in and like trust the process of what our team has done and what our program has done the past 3 to 4 years is the most important thing, because once everybody believes in that, then we'll start playing like that.
Great. Well, I appreciate you guys coming in. We have a quick break, but when we return, we have more of Cottonwood Baseball in the building. Stay tuned.